Hey guys, welcome to the Canadian Shooterage channel. Today we actually have a very special firearm. This is a Walther PP. Now, here in Canada it's a prohibited firearm. The only reason I was able to get my hands on it is because a friend of mine, he has a prohibited firearms license. So he was nice enough to share this gun with me. So this is the original Walther PP. This actually predates the Walther PPK. It was designed in 1929 and first brought into production in 1939 as a police pistol. That's what PP stands for. So this is a 9mm Kurz, also known as 380. Comes with two magazines. Back in the day when they first designed it, obviously just came with two magazines. A cool thing about it is one of these magazines has a thumb extender. So because of the size of the handgun, it being so short, a lot of people with decent sized hands can't really get a good grip on it because their pinky's always sliding off. So one of the magazines, when you pop it in, has the extender on it. It actually feels really good in the hand. It's got a 4-inch barrel. This actually technically is only a 1/4 inch under the legal Canadian law, which would make it restricted at that point, which, well, in my opinion, is a little stupid, but anyways. So it comes with the two mags. This actually is the original holster that the police carried these pistols in back in the day. So you would have a space for the pistol to go in, and then the spare mag would also just flop in here into the holster. It's just a leather holster, very basic, little flap on it. So yeah, to take it apart, you would just pull the trigger guard down, you pull it back, you lift it up a little bit and forward, and then the whole slide comes right off. And the cool thing that's actually a little different about different than the handguns that I've had experience with, is that there is no guide rod. The barrel is the guide rod with this gun, and it is held together with the frame. So apparently it's very accurate just because the barrel doesn't move. It's held in place. It's a really good idea having just the guide rod being part of the barrel, because then you don't have basically excess weight or excess things inside the handgun, which don't need to be there. So I think it's actually a really cool design. It's like I said before, it's in 380 or 9mm Kurz, which is a short 9mm. You could only have, I believe it only holds 6 in the magazine, 1 in the barrel if you choose to do so. So let me just put it back together real quick for you. It goes together just as easily as it came apart. You just slide the spring into the barrel, make sure it slides all the way back, pops into place, and then you put the trigger guard back in, and it's good to go. So you have the 6 rounds in the mag, and actually a cool feature about this is you could have the 6 rounds in the mag and have 1 in the chamber, and then once you load it, it actually has a decocker here. So if you choose to have 1 in the barrel and don't want to have it cocked, then you just push down on the decocker and it drops the hammer for you, and then you're safe. Another thing to mention about it is it's a double action, single action. So just make sure there's nothing in the chamber, make sure we're safe, which we are. So what you can do is drop the hammer, and like I said, double action, single action. So when you pull the trigger, the first pull is a double action, which is a heavy trigger pull, but not that uncomfortable. It's actually quite smooth when you pull it. It's heavy, but smooth at the same time. So you would do the double action, and then obviously after the first round fires, it kind of cocks it itself, and then you have a very short, very light single action, which honestly is, in my opinion, it feels as good as like a single action revolver. It's very light, it's very crisp. These are very low profile sights, but they do allow you to get a very good sight picture. They actually have a little white post in the center, which you could line up with the dot in the front. And as you can see there, very easy to acquire, very low sights. So yeah, another thing about this this handgun here, it's got the mag release here on the one side, right? But you don't have, like in 1911s or, you know, modern guns, you have a slide release. You don't have that in this handgun. So all you have is the mag release. So when you finish firing your last round, it locks open, and then when you release your mag, put in a new one, I believe you have to, you know, manually pull it back and release the slide, and then keep firing it. Anyways, basically I just want to talk about the beauty of this this handgun. Like, if you look at it, it's a very sexy pistol. It's very small, but yet the curves on it and just the finishing and everything is it's beautiful in my opinion. So, you know, just because it's a 1/4 inch barrel shorter than you know, the other handguns that I own, it doesn't mean that it should be prohibited whatsoever. But that's the government. What are you gonna do about it? But yeah, guys, so this was just, you know, a quick look at the Walther PP. I'm hoping that I'm actually gonna be able to fire this. You know, I'm looking at ways to maybe have my buddy here join a range, and then at that point he would be able to take these firearms to a range and fire them, or maybe just a way that I could get a prohibited license. But who knows? I'm looking at ways to fire this legally, because obviously I don't want to break the law. I am a firearms owner, but I don't want to break the law. So anyways, guys, that was a quick look at the Walther PP. Once again, a beautiful handgun, very simple, very accurate because of the, you know, the barrel being part of the frame and not being free floated or anything like that. It's just very solid overall. It doesn't have like, when you try to move it, it doesn't jiggle a lot. It's very tight in its design, and it's been, you know, a lot of years that this gun has. And overall, this time, it's still very tight. It's still very functional, and just a thing of beauty. Anyways, guys, I'll see you next time.